Good day, guys. Welcome back to Ocean Innovators Season 2, celebrating the decade of action to protect our oceans. This year, we are focusing on mangrove restoration. Today, we are receiving Royann Dean. Royann is a Rotarian and a member of the Rotary Club of East Nassau. The Rotary Club is located in the Bahamas, and she's a director of the club First Environmental Protection, Responsibility, and Sustainability Committee. How are you, Royann, today?
I'm doing well, Vic. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us today. Royann, in a few words, can you tell us a little bit more about the Rotary Club of East Nassau and your actions?
Sure. The Rotary Club of East Nassau is one of the oldest clubs in the Bahamas. It was chartered in 1960. So it's more than 50 years old, and we're the largest club with a little over 140 members. Our members are, as the Rotary slogan says, people of action. And our actions, as you can see, we have the first ever environmental club in the Rotary Clubs of the Bahamas. So we're really focused on the environment. Last year, one of our members, past Rotary International President Barry Rassin, he was a part of that team that really pushed Rotary International to make the environment one of the pillars. And so we're very proud of our steps in that direction.
And what are your needs and how can we help you?
Well, our needs around the environment. Well, first, let me also say that we also are, as a club, we do a lot of community service. So a lot of hands-on projects that are service related and to do with the environment and to do with just helping our community to be better and stronger. Related to our needs for why we're on the show and why we love being a part of this project is that we want people to know about what is happening in countries like the Bahamas and how the impact of climate change is affecting us, because we are on the receiving end of a lot of that impact without being on the giving end, contributing towards the actions that cause climate change. So we want to grow the awareness around that and help our members to see that the world is interested and everybody plays a part in how to mitigate this impact.
Very important point indeed, with the COP26 coming in a few weeks' time. Why are mangrove habitats so important for coastal and marine life, according to you?
Well, mangroves are important for coastal and marine life, not only because they provide nutrients and it's the home to hundreds of species of fish and migratory birds, but in the Bahamas, as a low-lying coastal country, the word Bahamas actually means shallow waters, and we are a very low-lying country. The impact of climate change and flooding is a critical part of how we are being affected by that. And mangroves are a very important role in preventing coastal erosion. This is very important in light of the increasing number of hurricanes, the strength of those hurricanes. We experienced in 2019 Hurricane Dorian, which was a Category 5 storm and the second strongest storm ever recorded in the Atlantic. So mangroves are very important for the Bahamas.
How shallow are those waters?
I don't know exactly how shallow they are, but relatively speaking, because of our foundation, we have a limestone foundation, it is quite shallow. And so the mangroves play a very important role in helping our soil to not become, our coastlines to not become eroded when we have increased strength of tides and a high potential for flooding.
And what is the role of mangroves for Bahamas natural ecosystem?
Well, as I mentioned, in addition to providing nutrients and a home for hundreds of marine life species and migratory birds, it also is a natural filtration system for our groundwater. The Bahamas has fresh water tables throughout the country, and these mangroves play a big role in helping to maintain some filtration with our groundwater because, for example, Big Pond National Park is located next to an agriculture or a farm. And it's important for us to make sure that that filtration process is kept alive, and the mangroves are a very important part of that.
you're talking about filtration systems, and I've understood that your project specifically is focusing on facilitating the flow of water. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Sure. Well, mangroves thrive in this environment where there is an equal flow in between larger bodies of water and smaller, shallow bodies of water where they reside. And one of the projects that we did, which was a joint project with another Rotary club out of, I think, Tennessee, what we did was help to clear those waterways so that there is a good flow of water. You know, the fish can get around, and this in the shallow areas where the mangroves thrive, that can also receive water. So what we did was to help to clear that out. We removed silt, buildup, and rocks. So there's a lot of sediment that gathers, especially after a hurricane. And so we want to make sure that those waterways are clear. A few of the mangrove forests live in protected areas. And we work with partners like the Bahamas National Trust, which is a non-government organization that oversees the natural resources of the Bahamas. It's a private organization, but we work with those partners to help to make sure that our mangroves are clean. And recently, the Bahamas National Trust hosted the diplomatic corps in the Bahamas. So the US Charge d'Affaires, the UK High Commissioner, and the ambassador from Brazil, to name a few, in a mangrove planting project at the Big Pond National Park. So it's a very important project for the Bahamas.
According to you, how mangroves are benefiting both animals and human life?
Well, animal life, that's where they live and that's where they eat. And in terms of the ecosystem, you know, we have a lot of marine life that thrives in the mangrove swamps. And then the birds that come to the Bahamas or come to this region when it's winter where they are from. So those migratory birds, and that ecosystem is one thing. It also supports or reduces the effect of coastal erosion. So when we think about the impact that climate change is having, and again, with stronger storms and the potential for flooding, we really have to look at the importance of mangroves. And it's not just a theoretical, it's not just a theory. The World Bank has recently produced research that shows that, for example, in other coastal countries, like Bangladesh, mangroves can help to preserve millions of lives and prevent billions of dollars in loss as a result of flooding. So when we think about low-lying countries like the Bahamas, mangroves are extremely important to preserving life, to reducing the cost of damage from flooding. And Hurricane Dorian caused millions of dollars in damage, partially due to flooding. Mangroves are very important for human life as well. So it's very important for the Bahamas to maintain our mangrove forests, help to keep them clean, and encourage others around the world to do the same with their mangrove forests.
Thank you very much, Royann. We will finish with a 2-second message you would like to leave to our people of action today.
Sure. So people of action around the world, the thing that they do is take action. And I want to let them know that they should let their voices be heard and see how they can take small steps to make big change to help to mitigate the impact of climate change, not only where they live, but around the world.
And there we go. That was Ocean Innovators series celebrating 10 years to achieve the 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Don't forget to press the bell button to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.